Happy Tuesday. Melissa here with sweater weather. I don't know, not quite sweater weather here, but I hope it is where you are. But it is a muggy Tuesday. I will have to say it's a little overcast here, and we had some rain that we needed this weekend, but it's not cool. Not cool. Oh, there goes another goat. Anyway, so thank you for watching and joining us today. I went a little crazy this weekend and casted on some new projects, which I probably shouldn't have, but my goal is to try to get something off the needles this week. So I'm trying to think. Yeah, so let's move into my projects. I am wearing Stromboli, a Caitlin Hunter. We'll stand up so you can see it. Here we go. It is a really fun pattern. It wouldn't discourage you. I know it looks like there's a lot going on. What I would do differently is maybe do the sleeves a little shorter and maybe my ribbing a little tighter because it just hits right there. But I do like it. I like wearing it. And I've used, it's a fingering weight, and I use Copper Corgi Rosability color, which was a favorite of mine. All right, so what should we start with? Let's go ahead. I have a list here, but I'm just going to grab the projects as I go. And I think last week I forgot one. I have that and more. So I hope you have a drink with you. Some tea maybe, some coffee. This might be a minute. All right, so I have my no-no cardigan here. And I think last week I had not in the round, but the underarms, right? So now I'm just going back and forth. I will say this pattern, I hadn't been with it for a while. So last night I had to go back and kind of revisit because she's got some directions in different places. So we're doing some shaping underneath the arms, doing some increases here, at the same time trying to remember where you are with the stripe pattern. Luckily it's not that difficult, but anyway, so I've told myself maybe I should visit this a little more frequently than once a week. I would love to get this done. I think it's going to be really pretty, and I think it's going to be something that I can wear often, you know, like just to grab to go. Because we get down here in the evenings, even though it doesn't get cold, we have such high humidity, it gets that damp feeling. So sometimes it's, nice to have a little cardigan, something to throw on. So this is the no-no cardigan, and it's a DK weight. And it's an Isabel Kramer. And she does have some really good patterns. And speaking of Isabel Kramer, let me go to my Christmas sweater. That was a good segue. So I didn't really work on this one much, but I do realize it's October. So if I'm going to wear this season, I probably need to. But one of the reasons I think I kind of stopped, where are we here? This is Christmas Bell. Isn't that pretty? I can't wait to block it, but just because I think it'll settle down the color work a little bit. I did realize, I checked my gauge last night, so I don't know if y'all remember, I had changed my needle size when I did the color work. I think I need to go up, which is very positive because then it will go much faster, but my gauge got tighter, right? I stayed on a needle, I think it's on a 4. So I think I get to go up to a 5, which I will do next time I pick this up. So like I said, separate the sleeves. There's no more color work, so it's just the boring stuff left. But, okay. So yeah, Christmas Bell, B-E-L-L-E, by Isabel Kramer. You can find the link to these patterns on our website under the yarn pages. So, and I did show you, this is our sheep. So we have the sheep and we have the goat. So I think you can online, I think you can get one of each. So check that out. It always brings a smile to my face. Okay, so I should have worked on this one a little bit more. This is the Woodland. And I think I'm getting a little nervous because once I finish the ribbing, I need to work on the steeking. So I am working on the ribbing, and I think it's 3 inches. I might even do a little bit more. So I need to get going on that. I was working on it, and I think I thought, because you see, so I'm no longer in the round, so you're working flat down here. These are my steeking stitches right here. So you're working back and forth, which is kind of weird because you kind of are in the round, so to speak. And so I think I thought I was at the end of my row, and I turned my work, and lo and behold, I was in the middle of a row, so I had to tink back and tink back. So it took away some of my knitting time. But anyway, it was going to bother me, so I did do that. So yeah, so we'll do that, and then I will work on the crocheting up here to lock in those stitches. Makes me so nervous. Anyway, that's where we are. Woodland. Okay, so let me show you again, because I know I just really love seeing the animals on this. Can you see them, Jane? Can you see them really well, probably from over there? I find closer up it's harder to see. Look at that. That's just so cool. So this will be great for the holidays too. So I do need to get this one done. Let's see how many times I'm going to say that in this little session I'm doing. I've gotten myself all Twitter-pated now. I'm like, I gotta finish something. Okay, and that is Fino, which is lovely yarn. Lovely, lovely, lovely. We did get some more colors in too. If you check it out on our website last week, they're more of what we've had in stock, but we did juice it up a little bit. Okay, so this one I did focus on because I think this will be the next one off the needle. Don't be alarmed. It is a little short, so I could hear my husband. Is it long enough? But so this is how it works, right? I blocked it, and this is my provisional cast on, so I will have inches of ribbing down here. So yes, it is kind of short. Not sure how I'm feeling about this. I think this was the Russian grafting bind off. I don't know, but I think by the time it hangs, like I said, I did block it, it'll level out. I almost just did a 3 needle bind off, but anyway, so that's the shoulders. I finished the front, yeah, and the back, seamed it. So I got to do the little sleeves. I think they're just little, couple inches. I'm not sure. I didn't even look that far. And the bottom and the neck. I might do the neck next. Anyhow, this is Lapis, L-A-P-I-S. I've used Sweet Georgia here, and then unique self-striping fingering here. Super fun. And you can kind of control a little bit the stripes on that. I didn't even use a whole skein. Actually, so I have this little bit here, but I think I have even more at home. So, and this is my second ball of the Sweet Georgia, but it is a fingering weight. But yeah, so fun. Okay. Got that one. This is the one I forgot to bring last week with my fun little green bag. And happy Prime Day, right? Today's Prime Day, today and tomorrow, or is it this week? I don't know. What do they do, Prime? All week? Anyhow, so this is the Top Secret pattern. And I have a third color that I haven't brought to show you, but that is going to be a stripe going vertical stripe. And it's going to be, I believe, crocheted. So just a single crochet up. So add another color. So it looks kind of, simple and boring, but there'll be a little bit more color to it. And I think, 1, 2, 3. I think before I separate the sleeves, I have probably 3 more stripes to go. This is worsted. This is Ideal yarn by Manos. Non-superwash, but it's super lofty and fluffy. And this is going to be a vest. Now I will tell you, I don't know if I mentioned this before or not, sometimes with these bottom up, when you have a really long cast on, I find it hard not to twist it. So that's what you see here, is I actually worked a couple rows back and forth, and then it makes it a little easier not to twist. You can see it a little better before I joined in the round. And then I'll just seam those together and nobody will know anything different. But yeah, so it's a worsted weight. The pattern, when it comes out, which will be, I think it's the 17th, and I could tell you a little bit more, but it smells really good in my bag. It does have sleeves, but since we live here in the South, I'm just gonna try to make it just a drop vest, with drop sleeves kind of thing. All right, so I can't tell you the name of that one just yet, but it is a Manos pattern. Oh, look at this one that came out of hibernation. This is Barberry, and I was getting a little nervous about Barberry because the sleeves were on hold, but there was still color work to be done on the sleeve. So it wasn't quite straightforward because underneath, if this is gonna make any sense, the pattern gets broken, okay? So you start in the round, you start on a different stitch and then you end on a different stitch because there's not enough stitches to make. I think I have 2 complete repeats of the pattern, and then the first one is shortened, condensed, and the last repeat is condensed. So it took some thinking, and then guess what? In the middle of all that, you were also reducing stitches. So there was a lot going on. So I was determined. I picked it up. I did one side. I finished my color work and decided all I have to do now is the main color, just the sleeves and the reducing stitches, right? Okay, so that's all I have, no more color work. And then I didn't know if I needed more color of the color work, so I thought, ooh, I better cut it. So I did. And I went over and finished this sleeve color work. And you can see I've actually done some more knitting there. And in fact, I did not need more color. Let me show you what I got left. Did I put it in here? Yeah. This is what I have left of the color work. So that worked out smashing. So just got to finish the sleeves. The sleeves will have this little, I think it has it on the neck too, this little chain stitch, which I really like. And I think it's also around the neck up here. So yeah. Yeah, I have more, yeah, of my main color, thankfully, because I'm getting ready to finish this ball. But this is the barberry, which was a lot of work. We did use the ladder back, and my thoughts are with this is I will probably dunk the color work, just kind of settle it, or maybe just saturate it with a spray. And because otherwise I'm afraid it's a non-superwash. I'm afraid it's gonna get heavy and pull. So that's my plan right now. So yeah, super fun. Barberry. She had a steeped version cardigan, which Cadence made, and I'm doing the pullover. And of course I've got my little Halloween, I don't know if y'all noticed it, I've got my little Halloween stitch stoppers. Okay. Then, what else? Those are my crazy things that I did. Let's see, let's show you this one. I can't remember what's in here. Oh, I'm obsessed with this one. Maybe you can tell because I've gotten so far on it. Okay, got my little leaves. This is, let me show you a picture. Okay, I got all my patterns out of order. You hear all those pages flipping? Yep, that's how many patterns I got going on right now. I need a secretary. Oh my goodness. Here we go. I got it. Thankfully, in my chaos, I am somewhat organized. Okay. I couldn't remember. Dubel, dark. This is the, can you see that? Let me show you this. There we go. So, and I think it was really the color that drew me. And I don't usually knit with browns. You can't tell, and when you may not be able to tell when I wear it, but there's lace down here at the bottom. She's got nice raglan here. And I happen to have this non-superwash brown. And you can see, I mean, it's so like, it's got dirt in it. I just love it. So it's a rolled neck. I can't tell which way is my front. You can see my increases on the raglan. I probably need to be on a longer needle here just for my peace of mind. I think I only have about 6 more repeats to go. Then I'll actually separate the sleeve. This would be great in the ideal yarn, which is also non-superwash, or any worsted weight yarn. I think it's going to go pretty fast. I think there's a little shaping. Well, I think that's what I'm doing now, some of the shaping. She had some shaping done up here so that the sleeves sit a little nicer up there. And I think from what I can tell that it might be a rolled sleeve. So yeah, I have really, this has been the one. Because I can do it without having the pattern. These yarn overs on the raglan, it's just every other row. So it's been pretty easy to like travel with. Anyway, so I'm excited about that one. That one's probably been my my squirrel for the moment. Like I just want to go to that one. Anyway, I'm gonna have to get some fun pants to wear with that, don't you think? Like brown. I'm gonna have to get some purple pants or something. Anyway, so my riptide. I hope nobody's counting. Please don't count. You'll make me stressed out. Have you been counting? Okay, this is my riptide, and this is also non-superwash. So this is the broken rib on the side. Really like that. The pattern on the front and the back. I'm doing a crew neck. You can do a V-neck. It's been fun. And I'm just gonna show you what I have in here. Mountain Lodge. Got my scent in here. That's what smells so good. I wish y'all could smell this. It smells really good. And we have more of those coming too. So yeah, so this is Riptide, a DK weight. We do have some non-superwash. It doesn't have to be non-superwash, but in 29 Bridges from the pop-up, from our retreat, as well as some that we have here in inventory. So you can check those out if you're interested in doing a Riptide. And I've got my little fuzzy coat stoppers, our new ones. Okay. Riptide, how we doing on time? Okay. Let's just do this one more time. Oh, Lord. Okay. I'm getting there on this one. Cadence has been wearing this, and I'm so jealous because this just makes me happy. Let's see. Where's the front of this thing? Hopefully you can tell that I've made some progress. Yes. Oh my gosh, look at that. Just to see it from the mirror just makes me happy. And now I can see what's happening here with all these little things. Let me show you on the chart so you can see my progress. And this pattern makes me laugh because it's just 3 pages. It's like, really? Like, doesn't it seem like it should have more than that? But it's 3 pages. So here I am in the chart, and I'm going up. So I'm done right now with 3 colors at a time, because it's not a problem. You can do it. It just is a little slower. So all the color work you see now is just 2 colors going up. And then I have several inches of my main color, which is going to be this color. So pretty. Anyway, so this is Here Comes the Sun. And I'll probably do something similar to what Cadence did on her sleeves, without having the floofiness down here. I'll have to see if she'll lend me her changes to the pattern, which I'm sure she will. Anyway, okay, so that Here Comes the Sun, and this is a sport weight. And guess what? It just happens to be a non-superwash. Yeah, okay. All right, do I have a scent in here? I can smell it. I don't see it though. Okay. It's gonna fall here in a minute, isn't it? So I had a niece that turned, I think I might have told you all the story. I had a niece, she turned 18 this weekend, so she's a senior in high school. And when I was up in Charlotte, I wore my wildflower tee. Y'all know which one that is. And she commented on it without me even saying that I had made it. And I'm like, ooh, I think I might actually have more of that yarn. Sorry, I'm trying to find it here. So I decided to, yeah, here it is, to make one for her. And of course she's small, so that makes it easy too, right? So here it is, right here. So she really liked the colors that I chose. Oh, it's just one color. And I happen to have a whole skein and part of another skein left. So I decided to cast that on, knowing that it's probably, well, I don't know, she lives in North Carolina, maybe she will wear it. But so basically I cast on, it does the provisional cast on, right? I used a fun little purple there. And it's the length of the shoulders, because you don't do anything with the sleeves. And I've also done the short rows. So it's interesting because that's a provisional cast on there, if you can see it. Then the back is one, and then the other shoulder. So there's 3 different ones, so that when I'm ready to work down, you just unzip it and then work it. I like to do my provisional cast on with a crochet hook and my needle, and you use the waist yarn, and then which will then get casted onto the needle using your crochet hook, and then you knit into it. That's my favorite way of doing it. Probably because I'm not a crocheter, if I create a chain, I inevitably knit in the wrong part of that chain. So this way it's just easier, cleaner for me. And then I also put a little hook on the end that I need an opening marker, right? So that you know which end to unzip it from. Because sometimes they don't unzip the way they're supposed to. Anyhow, I got one more. I can't remember what's in here. Oh, so this is just a gauge swatch. This is just a gauge swatch. So I had promised my sister that I would, remember I said that September was going to be cast on for others, and I almost did it. Maybe I don't have the pattern. Oh, here it is. Here it is. The Shona top. Where is it? I have made one for myself, and it was here in the shop, and my sister was visiting. I said, oh, I really like that top. And I'm like, oh, guess what? I can make that for you. So, I don't know if you remember this. So it has the lace down here at the bottom, and you could also make it sleeveless with a contrast color. I did not, and I made it, and it does call for crochet around the neck, around the sleeves, and around the bottom. But I'm not a crocheter, but I wore it and I thought it needs a little something, like the neckline was too big, so I taught myself. I crocheted it, and I was very happy that I did it. It was actually fun. And so this is the gauge swatch for that. I'm not sure when I'll cast it on, but this is the Sammy. That's Manos. It's a DK weight. So yeah, super fun. All right. I think that's all I got for y'all. Let us know if we can help you, if you want us to put colors together for you, send you pictures. Check out our website, fuzzygoatyarns.com. And hopefully next week I will have some things off my needle and not have added anything else. All right, y'all have a great week, and see you next week.